Hi everyone, this is Tisch Aitken, and I'm here to talk about the full moon that takes place on January 28th, 2021 at 2:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This full moon takes place at 9 degrees of the fixed fire sign of Leo. And on that date, earlier in the day, Venus is going to meet up with Pluto in Capricorn at 25 degrees at 11:18 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That gives a very emotional intensity to this full moon. The full moon is in Leo, which rules the heart chakra and is very much about love and creativity and romance and fun. But this full moon is going to be very emotional because Venus and Pluto are meeting up not far from where Saturn and Pluto met up on January 12th of 2020, and that was at the world axis, and that brought the collapsing of many structures in our lives. Now, this full moon, this is the first full moon where we are, well, it's the second full moon of the year, but it's in Leo, and it sets off the Aquarius story because it's the opposite sign of Aquarius, and we're now in the age of Aquarius. And the full moon is going to square Mars and Uranus in the sky. Mars is going to be at 10 degrees of Taurus, so that can be very challenging and combative, and Mars is conjunct Uranus in the sky. They met up on the 20th, but they're still conjunct in the sky, and that is a volatile energy. Mars doesn't like being in Taurus because it rules the opposite sign of Scorpio in ancient astrology, and so it's technically in its detriment by ancient astrology in Taurus. So it can feel stubborn and combative, and it's conjunct Uranus, which can bring a very unpredictable tone. And in this full moon, it's in Leo, which is a fun placement of the moon, but Venus and Pluto, very intense, very emotional, could be endings with partnerships, can bring transformation and healing work as well, but it's a heaviness. The sun is technically still conjunct Saturn. The two will meet up on Saturday, the 23rd, but they're still conjunct in the sky. Later on the 28th, the sun is going to meet up with Jupiter, the grand benefic, at 8:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that lends a levity to this full moon and gives us some future foresight of the possibility of the age of Aquarius. But I think it embodies the transition that we're all in, because we're releasing and letting go of a very painful time of loss and death and heavy emotional energy that we've all been dealing with since the unforgettable Capricorn tale. We're newly in the age of Aquarius, which is community and connection and chaos and brilliance, and very exciting in many ways, but also you can feel like you're running around in many different directions. And on Tuesday, on the 26th, the sun in Aquarius is going to square Uranus in the sky, and that can be chaotic and unpredictable, and that energy is still rampant in the full moon. But you want to look to the Sun Jupiter conjunction towards the end of the day, which is a beacon of light in this challenging time. We are still going through a lot of loss and a lot of letting go, and that Pluto cycle that we all experienced on the global level at 22 degrees of Capricorn, that's as if the whole world were on a Pluto transit, and that doesn't end immediately. That is death and transformation on a very big level. Pluto takes 248 years to orbit, and it only moves 2 degrees a year at this point. So if any of you has gone through a Pluto cycle, you know it doesn't complete the minute it ends. You're reconciling what you've needed to release, what you have learned in the journey, how you have up-leveled and hopefully transformed yourself, and how you empower yourself going forward. And that's what we're all reconciling. And there is infinite possibility in the age of Aquarius to connect, to innovate, to invent and reinvent. And I think that's extremely exciting. And so honor all that are no longer with us, all of the loss that you've experienced in your life, and honor the fact that there is infinite possibility with Sun and Jupiter meeting up in Aquarius, which is boundless brilliance. So I wish you a lot of luck. And the other thing too is that Mercury is retrograding officially on the 30th at 26 degrees and 29 minutes of Aquarius. It already entered its shadow on January 15th when it got to 11 degrees of Aquarius, because it's going to station direct on February 20th at 11 degrees and 1 minute of Aquarius. So that's the other component of this full moon, is that we're already in the energy of Mercury retrograde, where it's so brilliant and innovative in Aquarius and giving us a lot of stories and glitches and information from our past so that we can manifest a new beginning with the Sun-Jupiter conjunction. So I wish you all a lot of luck. It's going to be another chaotic week with the Sun-Uranus square, with Mercury retrograding on the 30th, but it's also exciting and brilliant and innovative energy. Take care and thank you.